Das ist wieder die Frage, wo müssen wir hin?
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to the lobby we go.
Boah, das klingt so ein bisschen to the Batmobile. So damals in der ursprünglichen Batman-Serie, wo wir ja mittlerweile wissen, dass du Batman nicht so wirklich feierst. Huh.
Aha! Oh, next stop, the finest seat in the
Ich
house.
glaube, wir müssen an unseren Rechner mit dem Typen reden. Kann das sein? Hot Wheels
Ja.
war heute Morgen Supreme. Den Stream kannst du dir angucken. Hier unter den vorherigen Übertragungen. Keine Ahnung, wann wieder Hot Wheels. Morgen auf jeden Fall nicht. Morgen möchte ich ausschlafen.
Inspector? Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been
Allerdings, ich
profitable
muss
for the
sagen,
hotel.
diese Frau
Not
von dem
so much
Fahrstuhl,
for Ms. Leva's followers.
ich habe
So,
an für sich
tell
nichts
me,
gegen sie, aber
what did
ihre
you
Stimme
find?
triggert mich.
Ja.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer? Arresting the Prophet could spell the end of her career, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report. Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner. Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's
Wissen
murder.
wir, wer Helen
Found the
getötet
poisoner,
hat?
but her killer remains at large.
Anscheinend hast du jetzt gesagt, diese Frau.
Nö.
Are you confident you've finished your investigation? You've questioned all your suspects.
Ach so,
I've
nö,
been
der Mord ist
waiting
noch in
for
Frankfurt.
this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helen? I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen? There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent? I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary. Keep being flippant with me. See how far it'll get you. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence. Are you insane, or do you take me for a fool? No, I'm not going to wait. You had your chance. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols. The distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now. Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it, someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Whoever the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe we take the wait-and-see approach?
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Whoever is attacking the distillation station is offering us a challenge. I say we accept.
Ja, dann. Ja, Supreme, was soll ich sagen? Um die Uhrzeit fällt mir da nicht viel zu ein. Wo müssen wir jetzt eigentlich hin?
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your...
Ich bin jetzt mal wirklich gespannt, was noch auf uns zukommt. Ich meine, der Typ wird angegriffen. Wir können uns natürlich jetzt sehr viel Zeit lassen, ne? Um ihn zu befreien. Die Frage ist, möchte ich ihn befreien? Wieso ist dein Prime Gaming jetzt ganz weg?
Das habe ich mich auch gerade gefragt.
Keine Ahnung, was du gemacht hast. Aber nun. So, wir haben tatsächlich nur noch... Nee, warte mal. Auf der Unreliable haben wir noch Quests, oder? Schöne neue Werte, aber das ist ja nicht hier. Musst du vielleicht neu verknüpfen. Keine Ahnung. Wie kommen wir denn da hin am schnellsten? Von da nach da am besten. Jetzt wird's spannend. Das muss ja dann der letzte Part sein, ne?
Mhm.
Trotzdem habe ich das Gefühl, dass der Typ damit was zu tun hat. Und ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass er gerade von denen angegriffen wird, die das auch tatsächlich kapiert haben. Dann musst du mal mit deinen Eltern sprechen, die das bezahlen. Vielleicht haben die dann in irgendeiner Form was gebastelt. Oh! Ja, ja, du wolltest mich smilen machen. Sag mal, ist das nicht hier das Ding, wo wir schon mal drin waren? Diese komische, bunte Schieß-mich-tot-Geschichte?
Ich glaube, wir waren da schon mal drin. Also auf jeden Fall ist ja relativ viel bunt, deswegen.
Neuerdings sind hier wesentlich mehr Gegner. Eieieiei. Ah, jetzt dürfen wir auch hier rein. Guck mal. Ah, da steht, dass sie das akzeptieren muss. Ja gut, deswegen geht es gerade nicht. Ja, du musst halt Twitch damit verknüpfen. Und vielleicht bei den ganzen Verknüpfungen wird dann auch nochmal nachgefragt. So. Das sieht aber hier sehr nice aus. Hast du Bock, eine Runde schwimmen zu gehen?
Also ich weiß nicht, ob ich da gerne drin schwimmen gehen wollen würde. Das sieht nämlich nicht sehr
Nicht?
sauber aus, aber...
Wow! Ach! Habe ich das nicht letztes Mal gesagt, dass es sein kann, dass sie noch lebt?
Ja, hast du.
Halcyon, Helen. How are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders? That's gonna depend on whether or not you're on my side.
Don't listen to her. How can you possibly trust the word of someone who lacks the decency to stay dead?
Na, dann hatten wir recht. Er hat versucht, sie umzubringen, oder?
I've no intention of killing you unless you stand in my way. Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the Vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person. I shared this role with my twin sister,
LOL.
Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom. I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling. Can you imagine the parents?
Was ein
Belinda
Plot-Twist.
and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
my plan to save Halcyon. I'm not a murderer, Inspector. I acted in defense. I had to defend Halcyon's future.
Tell the truth, Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest
Deswegen ist der Wurm da in der Flasche.
capable of living in perfect harmony with humanity. The symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host. A bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete. Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again. Wait, hear me out. I'm not the only one with blood on my hands. I tried to defend Halcyon's future. But what about Helen? What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent. Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes. That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them. She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico. Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future, Inspector. A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make...
It's a deal.
Wow. I can't believe we're running with Halcyon, Helen.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous. Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in...
Gut, dass kein Countdown läuft.
Head through that door. There's another way out. Okay, go boy. There. I've opened that door for you. Looks like we sealed the door.
Am Hebel?
We're close to the exit. We made it. Nice work, Inspector. We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so... This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't
Oh
even
Gott,
know
müssen wir jetzt das
they're
ganze
carrying
Ding
the
hier
parasite inside them.
entparasitieren oder wie auch immer man das nennen soll?
Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism. Then just like that, parasites bursting out of their bodies, fat and wriggling with vital energy. You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. Clearly a woman of many talents. An airborne pesticide of some kind. See you soon, Inspector.
Okay, jetzt sind wir zwar hier, aber, nun. Wollen wir wirklich fliehen?
Weiß ich nicht.
Vielleicht sollte man sich hier nochmal umgucken. Ich meine, so schnell wie wir hier durchgejagt wurden.
Ja.
Ist ja nur so eine Idee. Ne? Aber hier kommen wir nicht hin. Ha. Ah, okay. Es ist tatsächlich der einzige Weg raus. Ja, dann gucken wir mal, wo wir auskommen. Aber allein, dass wir diesen Bodenschacht nicht gefunden hatten hier, ne?
Mhm.
Sagt ja auch schon ziemlich viel. Wo müssen wir hin? Gibt mehrere Sachen. Zum Raumhafen, hier rein und darüber. Flieh oder schöne neue Welt? Schöne neue Welt ist Tartarus. Also haben wir noch Flieh und am Ende des Spektrums. Wir müssen noch am Ende des Spektrums machen. Da ist noch was offen. Ich möchte nicht noch eine Quest versemmeln, weißt du? Reicht so langsam mal. Wahrscheinlich haben wir die 8 schon.
Hotel rooms don't feel like home until you mess them up some. What do you want to know? What about her? I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's picture. What do you want to know? Yeah? Oryx's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, probably. I can never remember. I just know I trust Oryx more than I do any sawbones. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the... Oh, yeah. I'd appreciate that. Yeah? Oryx hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-a-bunks at the... I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. You listened to it? Thank the architect. Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heart.
Okay, der hat immer noch was. Irgendwas muss man mit ihm noch bereden.
Not so loud. How'd you know it was me? Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone, and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Oh, so you're the inspector.
Irgendwie ist dieses Gespräch in der falschen Reihenfolge, oder?
You probably want to ask me some questions, huh?
Ja, irgendwie schon.
I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help? Oh, the picnic. Right. I get real mad sometimes. Ugly mad. Something I've been working on, but when Helen said we were through, Helen meant everything to me. I didn't take the split well. I got blotto with the other Rangers. You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
Drunk is the medical term.
The team noticed I was in a bad way.
Drunk is the medical term.
I told them Helen and I were split, so they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow. There was this one cow off away from the others. Oh, wow. That's real clever of you to figure out. Helen would have liked you, I'd wager. Say, is the cow okay? That's good. I hope she doesn't have a hangover.
Einen Kuter.
My memory.
Sie hat einen Kuter.
Guess me and the team got split up. No, I was on the house for a time.
Ist das krank? Kein Kater, einen Kuter.
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief. Nah, she sent a note to my hotel room before we, split. I don't know how long it was sitting there before I noticed. She needed something done, and I could do it. Simple as that, okay? I found the data pad at the weather station, like Helen said, but then a guard found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. I didn't know where I was going, but my legs took me straight to my friend's... to my... fridge-rator. I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Good one, Captain. Oh, you're serious? You want me to be the bad inspector? Are you sure? Wait. Does this mean I'm the good inspector? Or are you still the good inspector? I mean, I always thought you were doing a pretty good job. Wait, okay, I think I got it. Here goes. You'd better spill the goods, Mr. Bertie Holcomb, sir. Because I can't control my captain when she's being a terrible inspector.
I'm confused. Which is how I always feel watching detective serials, so... I think you're doing this right. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I used to calm down. I feel like you want me to say no, but yeah, you definitely made it difficult. Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Oryx's not a bad guy. He's just got an unusual job. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Oryx, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting. Here. Take it. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. Okay. And listen, I want to help you find our killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around. In case anybody gives you trouble. I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me.
Der hat immer noch das Zeichen überm Kopf. Ich rast gleich aus.
Oh, it's you again. What do you want to know? Yeah. Oryx hangs around the spaceport most days. Yeah. Oryx a businessman. He sells stuff
Ohne
you can't
Witz,
get
ne?
elsewhere.
Jetzt darf ich den ganzen Scheiß noch weiter mal denn durchmachen, nur weil der irgendwie, ich krieg die Krise.
Sort of science. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call. People get worked up about this kind of thing is all. Not that my personal business should be any concern of theirs. Yeah. Oryx hangs around the spaceport most days. Yeah. Oryx a businessman.
Gab noch eine dritte Möglichkeit. Jetzt muss ich alles nacheinander durchgehen. Das ist auch wirklich... Ah, das haben die besser gemacht im normalen Spiel.
Sort of science. Like natural stuff. From the ground or whatever. And like stuff that the sawbones don't want you using. Because they want you using their pills. Maybe putting effort That sounds like a good idea. Yeah? What do you want to know? I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, I wish that were the dumbest thing I ever did, but Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heartbeat to have... What about her? Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures. I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her... Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big...
Ich weiß bald nicht mehr, was ich noch fragen soll, um weiterzukommen.
That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. What do you want to know?
Tja. Und es steht immer noch drüber. Und jetzt langsam weiß ich wirklich nicht mehr weiter. Also, der Prinz des Wurfballs. Tagebuch. Ach, weil wir die... Ja. Suche Bertie im Raumhafen können wir ja nicht machen, weil wir Bertie getötet haben, ne? Du erinnerst dich?
Ja.
Also ist die verbockt. Warum wird die Quest dann da überhaupt noch angezeigt?
Oder Bertie lebt noch.
Black Hole Bertie steht vor uns. Die Hinweise, die du in der Wetterstation des Steuerhauses gefunden hast, lassen vermuten, dass Bertie vorgehabt hatte, sich dort mit dem Maskottchen zu treffen und sich nun in der Kantine des Raumhafens versteckt. Also nochmal.
What do you want to know? I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks, like I said, I panicked.
Ja, tut mir leid, aber die Quest können wir nicht abschließen. Problem ist aber, dass die... Machen wir es so. Jetzt müsste die Quest doch verschwunden sein. Nein, die steht da immer noch. Erklär mir das. Das muss doch ein Bug sein, oder?
Ich würde mal schätzen, ja.
Ja, super. Dafür, ich würde die Quest auch gerne da wegnehmen, aber ich möchte gerne am Ende des Spektrums schaffen. Obwohl du alle 8 Geschmacksrichtungen gefunden hattest, hast du am Ende eine davon getrunken. Du wirst Ersatz finden müssen. Warte mal, welche brauchen wir denn? Red, Orange, oh Gott, Zettelstift. So, also wir brauchen Red, Orange, Yellow, Green, Blue, Indigo, Violet, Black. Wir brauchen alle neu. Ich habe die blöderweise mal verkauft. Toll, ne?
Ja.
Habe ich also ehrlich gesagt auch keine Lust drauf, die Quest neu zu machen. Dann bleibt also nur noch Flee. Und dann können wir auch darüber. Penthouse, Vordereingang. Ja gut. Ich habe gedacht, das wäre ein Quest-Item und dann wird das in einer anderen Tasche gesammelt werden. Dem war halt nicht so. Eine Zwillingsschwester, aber dass das niemand bemerkt hat?
Das ist halt schon irgendwie unwahrscheinlich.
Boah. Es geht nicht. Black Hole Birdie ist tot. Ich habe ihn umgebracht. Warte mal. Das ist auch nicht hier. Ja, wenn er jetzt aber hier oben auch nicht ist. Ah. Oh.
It's
Hi.
strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda. Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. I appreciate the sympathy, Inspector. Thank you. I'll appreciate your help even more. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, I'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites. Precisely. I see we're in your wheelhouse, Inspector. Or do you prefer Doctor? We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you. You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises. I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an antiparasitic. I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites. The more severe cases are beyond saving. I'm afraid there's not much we can do for Groundskeeper Yarbo. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, and that worries me a little. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off. Was there anything else?
Okay, ihr Lieben, in der nächsten Folge geht's weiter. Da werden wir wohl hier den finalen Akt erleben. Oh, den finalen Akt. Hei, hei, hei. Was für eine Formulierung. Sowas gar nicht gewollt. Also schaltet wieder ein, wenn es heißt The Ukrainian Sky in the Outer Worlds.